welcome one and all to round 13 of Season 7 at RLH, of course, on F1. And we're here once again with the C6, come back from C5, and I'm joined by C4 driver Liam.
Hello, Ben. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you on.
It's a pleasure to be co-commentating today.
Yeah, it's good to have someone join me. I think it's maybe the first time this season in C6. I think I had Prince with me.
It's my second time. I was with Prince, last week.
Yeah, a bit of a swap around. I did C5 for 1 week.
Yeah. It was quite fun being a co-commentator for a Dutch guy. For a fellow Dutch guy. Oh no, we have a very big train going out.
Crankybot currently leading the way around on track. One of the Williams though, Flying Boy Val, gone off at the second Degner.
Oh, and he's gonna join the train now.
So he'll be leading this. How many cars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you include Dan as well. Cars separated by about 3 corners. You could see a lot of backing up towards the end of the lap.
Guys backing up now.
Crankybot though.
Just trying to get behind the people.
Yeah, Crankybot's actually going out really early. He's given him a lot of space, and he was posting some really quick time trials this week. So we'll see if he can convert that in this quali session. And currently, everyone on the soft tyres, but Clay actually is out on the mediums, so I got that wrong. Clay, the only person on the mediums. As Crankybot threads his way through turn 1 and 2 and now up into this first sector with the S's. A lot of cars starting their flying laps as well. Yeah, some young.
It's Gerb slowing down, trying to form a gap.
Crankybot's first sector is going to be a 31.5. That's a pretty decent time and very clean through the Degners, making sure it doesn't invalidate. That's quite a hot spot, I think, for picking up a warning.
Yeah, the people, most of the time cut the corner or don't anticipate the exit. Oh, Rosa Beertje, DNF.
That's
in the S's. The final.
Yeah, it's on the left-hand side of Jean-Board Felix there. Let's see Crankybot's lap. See now coming towards the end of this middle sector. 111 flat for the combination, just has the final chicane to go. Nice and smooth through there, getting on the power now as quickly as he can. The run towards the line, quick bit of DRS, and it's going to be a 27.5. That's a very good time. Very, very good time indeed from Crankybot.
Next one is Flying Boy Val. He's going to the final corner now.
Taking a shorter run.
Puts in a 129.2.
Octavio coming to the line, third driver to set a time. He stays in P3, just a 10.5 behind Flying Boy Val.
We have Dan and Gerbs coming through, Dan with a 130.6 and Gerb with a 128.2, bringing him up to P2.
Field a little bit separated at the moment.
Yeah.
Asmith goes P3, I'm on board with Big Bet. Can he challenge Crankybot's time in the battle for pole position? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
27.1, very, very good time.
Now
from
Ralph with P5 with its 128.7.
Yeah, and I think we've got to keep an eye on that because Big Bet only needs P4 today to seal the Drivers' Championship. And judging by his form, I think that probably is a bit of a given. So we could see the first ever C6 champion in RLH. Of course, it's the first running of Category 6. So we'll see if he can wrap up that Drivers' Championship here today. And I think McLaren can't be far off as well. Got about a 130-point lead over Racing Point. So the Constructors might be one here and now today as well.
An AlphaTauri on the gravel. And it was Octavio.
That just down at the Degners.
Again. Probably trying to form a gap to head into the pits.
Thanks, Lurch. Appreciate the support. You better hit all my commentary on Tuesday night.
Milo invalidating.
Two Red Bulls on our laps as well. It's in the middle sector. Yeah, Milo down at turn 1 maybe. Or just going into the S's.
I would follow the Red Bulls.
Yeah, both of them coming towards the end of their out laps. Is anyone else off?
We have the glitch again. I'm not terrible on stream. Is this better?
Oh,
yeah. Someone sending me a message that I'm not terrible. I hope this is better and not ear rape.
Have you got your as in they could hear you but you're really quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably the thing, but it happened yesterday. It happened in most streams that guys are not terrible.
Also, just make sure you got your voice on available to share.
The top one.
Skipper towards the end of the first sector. 32.7. And Riley Boy has got a Ferrari in front of him. Crankybot already on his out lap to go for his second run in the session.
Riley Boys, first sector not enough for the fastest sector, but still up for a good game.
Crankybot gets out of the way very nicely to go down towards the hairpin. Little bit wide from the Red Bull, but keeps it within the bounds off the racetrack. We'll follow his teammate because he's just about to finish his flying lap. Down towards the final chicane where can Skipper put his Red Bull.
He's up for a very good lap right now.
P10. Currently has 2 podiums to his name, Skipper. Got him a little bit earlier on in the season. I think just hasn't been able to progress like some of the other drivers, but still a good time. I think there's a little bit of time on the table as well for him to improve. And Riley Boy coming towards the final chicane. And then getting on the power. I think this might be 1 minute 33.5. And Milo as well. Decent first sector time. Currently without a time on the board. 2 Haas drivers currently 15th and 16th. But Milo, good middle sector. Can he put that Haas into the top 10?
Riley Boy letting Crankybot go in a very nice way. Crankybot flying through the S's. Ooh, bit of jiggling.
Milo went P5.
Ooh, bit slower than his last lap, but he can make it happen.
As long as he's there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Got a lot of drivers behind him as well, starting flying laps. Gerbs, Asmith, Val, Octavio, and Dan as well. Oh, and Asmith's out.
Oh, that's not good for him.
Luckily, he's got a time on the board. Currently signed P4. That's down at the start of the S's as well. Oh, and Crankybot 210s up. Just the final chicane to negotiate. And run towards the line. DRS will open. Not taking a short run.
Ooh.
100th.
Yeah. Very close.
In a bit of a class.
Oh, Gerbs also fastest sector too. But is it enough? No, it isn't. Flying very well, taking P4.
Good time, not quite quick enough to get into the 27s at very good time at the moment. Ralph now coming towards the end of the first sector. Just under a tenth up. Oh, Ralph invalidates.
Big Bear almost 1 second from his fastest lap.
I think he might be coming to the pit lane. Yes, maybe a small mistake there.
I think he made a mistake in sector 2 at the end.
Octavia went P5 on that lap, getting ahead of the retired Asmith. Oh, and down on the mediums. Runs a little bit wide.
Oh, no.
It's very easy to do that, to run a little bit wide and you just have no control. So did well to make sure he was still in the session. Didn't DNF.
Yeah, and also not running into someone.
Yeah, but careful how he came back on the track. Didn't hit the Alpha Tauri of Octavio.
Right, Gamer going for a lap now.
Heading down towards turn 1 and now up into this middle sector. Oh, clipping the curb. And just about manages to hold the car together. That could have been a near miss with the wall. What's his first sector going to be? 32.5. A little bit too much curb though, and he's validated that attempt down at the second deck nut. So he's going to have to come into pit lane quickly, I think, to try and get on probably a new set of softs and go out for one more flying lap.
Bruno going to the hairpin now.
And then down towards Spoon. A little bit of a lock up, but carrying good speed through there. See what the middle sector is going to be for the Mercedes driver. 3 tenths down at the moment.
Faster sector though, so he has good pace.
What can he do for these final couple of corners? Can he find the improvements? He's coming into the pits.
I'm gonna put on some new tires probably and try it again. Felix going to sector 2 now, improving with 7/10 of a second.
Yeah, brand new set of softs for the Alfa Romeo, and he's going once more up towards that hairpin.
Felix just at the fastest sector 2, by the way, or fast sector 1.
Yeah, I think that 32.2 isn't really representative of the Alfa Romeo driver. We've seen him be very quick this season. So maybe just getting that banker in and backing off somewhere, or maybe made a small mistake. In the middle sector, 1.5 seconds up. So we can carry on that rate of improvement. I think we could be seeing a very good lap here, maybe challenging well into the top 10. Can he get anywhere near his teammate? Ooh, stays P13 actually, so didn't quite improve on positions whilst finding loads of time. And despite improving by 5 tenths in the first sector, Skipper actually invalidating his time.
Gamer just putting on P5.
Oh yes. They're actually 2 lap old soft tyres he's on, so
wow.
Not ideal, but a good time nonetheless. Especially a good time to be on those older tyres.
Riley Boy improving 1.3 seconds. And after, right behind him is Octavio, so he will put on a new lap.
1.7 second improvement from Riley Boy. I think he's been very good in the race this season, despite his quali pace maybe just not quite being there in the race. He does have a very good pace. Remember, USA, probably his best driver this season, I'd say. Gets out the way for Octavio. Currently it's the third row of the grid occupied by the AlphaTauris. Having a solid session so far. He's finding a little bit of time in that first sector. 31.8 is very, very good from Octavio. I think some of the drivers who might want to maybe find a little bit of improvements. Ralph, if he just finds a couple of things, could find himself maybe in sort of P6, P5. Calais, obviously got his first podium last week. I think might want to be improving on P11. It's currently on an out lap. I've seen Dan has very good quali pace this year. He's on a flying lap. I think he's just behind Octavio, who I'm on board with.
Yep, Gerb just started his third flying lap. Oh, teammate is on the grass right now to let his teammate pass, so that's good.
Can Octavio find an improvement? I think he's going to stay P6. Yeah, despite an improvement, stays P6.
Gerb's not improving on sector 1. Still very close though, so he might get a good lap out of this.
Bit of a messy downshift, but a good line through the hairpin. Just coming towards the line. I think Skipper's just starting his flying lap, or Riley Boy into the pit lane. And Flying Without just starting his flying lap as well. Who's the next car to set a competitive time? I think it could be Bruno. Currently 2 tenths down.
Bruno and then Gerbs. Gerbs not improving. He will probably go into the pits.
Oh, yellow flagging, that might be for Dan. Dan's off in the gravel.
Oh no.
And that's going to be his session over. So Dan will be down in P14. Someone who we've seen take pole position before. A bit out of position.
We now have Big Bear going for a lap. Crankybot on the last second getting a chance for a new lap.
On board with Calais, needs a bit of improvement to get off. P11, Drost loses the car. Loses the car and he's retired. He's out of the session. Into the wall.
No, P11. Oh, he's going to have a hard race.
He's going to have fresh tyres, but losing it there, and he lost it into the pit wall. And he is trying sort of no assist this week. And it's cost him a little bit in qualifying one of the cars. Milo's off in the gravel. It's all happening at the end.
Validated.
So he'll be P9 at best.
Heading into the pits probably. Felix is on low fuel mode.
Big Bet wasn't improving in that middle sector, but it was a purple middle sector. See if he can find a little bit more time in the final one. It's going to be a 27 flat. He finds the time. The Crankybot had a mega first sector.
Oh, he has a good chance.
2 tenths up.
If he keeps this up, he has pole.
Crankybot could snatch pole.
Yeah.
Can the Ferrari man get ahead?
Oh no. Oh.
That's so close. I think maybe if he just sort of took that really short run to the line, he might have had pole position. But still, I mean, both of them mega laps.
Yeah, that's probably the main fight to watch this race.
Hopefully,
at the times.
Hopefully, Big Bear will get a bit of competition today and be pushed all the way for that championship.
I mean, it's always fun to see a nice battle.
Yeah, and it is quite difficult to overtake around Japan, so hopefully the drivers sort of keep it clean, but we have some good hard racing around. But yeah, Big Bear on pole position once again from a Crankybot and Gerbs. I'll run through the grid on the formation lap. But it's his 9th pole position of the season, and he currently has 100% pole conversion rate, Big Bear. So every time he's got pole, he's won the race. Can he make it 9 out of 9? I think will be the big question. Clay, actually, his best lap was on the medium, so it just showed he did have a lot of time on the table. But he'll get a fresh set. He can choose what tyres he starts on, so there's a benefit there. And of course, that's the same for Skipper, Felix, Dan, and Riley Boy, and Reespear. Yeah, Gerb's in a bit of no man's land. Sort of not quite close enough to the guys at the front, but does have a good gap to 4th downwards. So maybe he'll be hoping to get on the podium in this race.
So a bit of like a la Max Verstappen right now.
Yeah, actually, Gerbs is the highest driver in the championship yet to score a podium. So, is this his race?
I hope it for him. I mean, it's always nice to have a podium on your name. And he had some hard moments, and yeah, it would be fun for him to be on the podium. And if not, I hope it for Flying Boy Val, who was also had some moments, but also scoring good podiums. So let's just hope for some good fights and see what happens.
Yeah, because I think another one of the talking points actually is the battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the Constructors, because Racing Point and Williams, 2nd and 3rd, have actually both got 158 points. I think Racing Point, are they fighting solo today? I think Ralph is the only Racing Point, I think.
Yeah, he is, I think.
So advantage Williams in that respect. As well, AlphaTauri and Renault, both of them on 92 points. I don't think we have any Renaults here today. I don't think we do. No, we don't. But we'll get going on the formation lap. I'll just run through the grid very quickly. We've got Big Bet, then Cranky Bot, Gerbs, Flymo Val, Annoy Gamer, Octavio, Asmith, Milo, Ralph, Bruno, Clay, Skipper, Felix, Dan, Riley Boy, and Reespear. It's quite interesting actually. Only 3 out of the 6 drivers outside of the top 10 opting for the mediums. That's Calais, Felix and Dan. So maybe the other 3 sort of wanting the quick tyres at the start, want to try and make progress early on. Be interesting to see how that one unfolds.
Just trying to do the overcut and go for medium hard something, or maybe try to stretch the mediums for very long and maybe try for softs if you can make it happen. Will be interesting.
Yeah, I know, and maybe hoping for sort of a safety car a bit later on, because that could help.
That's probably what they're aiming for.
The sky is looking very dark as well. Japan, I mean, it can rain in Japan. We've seen some very, very wet races in Japan.
Asia Cup.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of those tracks that definitely the chance of rain is a lot higher. So maybe that could be a factor later on in the race. It's all very spread out on the formation lap at the moment. So that potentially could be a factor if some of the guys on the grid's tyres get a little bit colder. We're just waiting for Reespear and Riley Boy just around the final couple of corners. And there they are. You can see them in the background, 2 final cars coming onto the grid. And there's the predicted strategy: 1 stop soft to hard, or a 2 stop soft and medium. Hope you enjoy, Cecile. And just awaiting the lights. And here they come. We have 4 and 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Who can get the best of the starts at the front? Looks like Big Bear has managed to get away. Duke in position in the third back, but has come together with Asmith. Third back, going to turn 1. The top 3 are as they were.
Felix and Calais side by side. Ralph going onto the gravel.
Just trying to hang around the outside on the grass. Lost out a little bit there. What happened to Calais down in P15? Maybe getting a poor start, running no traction control for the first time.
He was side by side with Felix. Oh, Felix and Ralph going, and Ralph staying ahead.
Calais though can go longer on these medium tyres. Come to the hairpin for the first time. I mean, look at that out front. You got Flying Without already 2 seconds back from the top 3. I think the top 3 is in a sort of a different class today. We sort of saw that in qualifying. Already they've managed to gallop away in the order they started in. I mean, Skipper, fantastic start. Up 4 places, down up 3. Reespear up 4. And, well, Octavio, Ralph and Calais losing out quite a bit on that opening lap. Big Bear sets the fast lap of the race. And Milo looking really good. What's happening to Gerbs?
Oh, and that is not what's happening.
Oh, it's the it's the timing.
Yeah. Crankybot and Big Bear very close to each other, going through the S's. Who and Ralph pitting? What happened?
Oh, don't know, maybe a bit of wing damage in that first lap. Maybe that's why I lost a few positions. My timing screen still hasn't sorted itself out yet. It will do now as they go through the first sector, I think. But Gerbs is really close in this battle as well, up front. Still all very close at the moment, apart from those top 3. You can just see on the minimap as well just how far they've managed to get away. Yellow flag though, because Felix is round.
It's Felix.
I'm gonna assume it might have just been a loss of traction and just sort of spinning the car around rather than a collision, because it is quite easy to do it there, especially on sort of the medium tyres rather than the softs. I mean, look at this front 3. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's been rare we've seen Big Bear really challenged at all this season. But Crankybot and Gerbs are making sure that it's not easy for him. Top 3 separated by just over a second at the moment. An annoyed gamer getting closer to Flying Without, but I think he would have needed DRS to get past that lap, not close enough into turn 1.
Yeah, the top 3 is just extending and extending the gap to the rest.
Yeah, and I think with Annoyed Gamer just being that little bit quicker than Flying Without, if these two start to battle, it's only going to allow the top 3 to get away even more. As Val will be more focusing on defending rather than trying to catch to the gap in front. And Felix into the pits after that wing damage.